which is 112 miles, all of which is unpaved with a mix of single track and old Jeep road. This would be Patty's first bikepacking experience, so I was very excited for him to experience some Type 2 fun with me. We planned to do it in about 3 days, which is what Bikepacking.com had reported that was possible. But because we got a late start and other happenstances, we knew that 3 days for the full route wouldn't be happening for us. Instead, we cut off the top loop, which meant we ended up completing 87 miles, but we still got a great taste of what this beautiful and rugged outback experience has to offer. Okay, so we're at the start of our AZT. Well, we've actually been riding a little bit, and we ended up taking a long way, and then we turned around, and so here we are, except for it's just me because Patty's up ahead. So here we go. Hey babe. Yeah. How's it going so far?
Good.
Yeah, smile on your face?
Getting more comfortable.
Good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad these brakes work through that.
I know, right?
Because like all these really
those little
like,
switchbacks
weird
thingies.
switchbacks.
Yeah.
It's all this loose marble. It's like with the weighted bikes, it's a little sketchy, but it works.
Your grin is so funny. A big shout out to our friend John, who allowed Patty to borrow his really awesome hardtail titanium Bikepacking. I think it had about 120 mil travel, pretty light and pretty rad for this kind of a trip. I was riding my Salsa Wood Smoke, which is a hardtail with 140 mil travel in the front, which is made for this type of terrain. Both of our bikes and our bags really did the trick. We weren't too heavy loaded, and it was just the right setup for this kind of terrain and miles. Section was really steep and seemed to last forever. Most all of this part of the terrain that we did this day was rideable, except for a few parts that you'll see later. Can't complain about a little hike-a-bike every once in a while if you get to ride with views like these. So, there's the little twin bar, and in my throat, making it very difficult to breathe. Was filled with the most amazing views. Any direction we went, whether it uphill, downhill, west side, east side, you could just see forever. There was mountains, there were a ton of cacti, not really any wildlife, but I felt pretty spoiled, and the weather was amazing. We came across a rad rail bridge about halfway through our day. It was a little bit down the mountain, and we could see all the greenery following the Gila River. It was really beautiful.
Is that what you're saying? Dang it! I was just about to film some rip and descent. Oh, that's hilarious. Awesome. Oh my god. So cool. Swirl down. Oh, I missed it a little bit. Ah! Look at that bridge. So cool.
With daylight on our way out, we knew we needed to figure out a place to camp sooner than later. Our goal had been to camp halfway up the big climb, coming out of the river, where there's supposedly some amazing ridgeline dispersed camping, but that wasn't looking likely due to our late start. On our way down to the river, we passed a few guys who were heading in the opposite direction. They asked us how much further it was to the Kelvin trailhead, where we had started that day. I don't think they liked the answer they had heard. They started at picket post and had shuttled, but the ride was much more rigorous than they planned, and they were quickly running out of daylight. None of them had lights, and unfortunately we couldn't give them ours because we probably would need them that night. Needless to say, the trail is unforgiving, so if you do end up doing a shuttle or riding pickup post Kelvin AZT portion of the trail, be prepared.
Baby hugs. Lord. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Up until this, I'm hoping it's going to be rideable, so can't complain.
Later that evening, right at dusk, we arrived at the river and began to filter water. My 4-liter gravity filter was going incredibly slow, so it was just one more sign that we needed to stay the night there. We were thinking about heading up the hill, but it looked like it was a no-go. We find a nice little camping area where the trail turns to go up the mountain and made dinner under the stars. It was chilly but not horrible, and our beds were very welcoming after a long day in the saddle. And Patty survived his first day of bikepacking with only a few tip overs that I won't ever let him forget. I call that a success.